Happy Independence Day, Kickstarter and YouTube fans. My name's Boyd, and I'm looking for some backers for my series of books that I'm working on. It's called Boyd's Advanced Weapons Design and Technology Encyclopedia. I already have my first volume done. It's called Push Button Guns, How to Design and Build 3D Printed Weapons for a World of Bastards. For a $20 pledge, you can get my first rough draft ebook of the 3D printed guns. And I'm going to be putting in these models here. This is my Apocalypse Survivor model. This here particular is the A1 model, called the Obama Laden Islaminator, with the optional fat-ass Feinstein expandable butt pad. With a little bit of politics in here. I got all the way up to, I got an A2, A3, and A4 model, different generations of these here. These are a monolithic AR-15 based weapon. I got one called the Silly Clinton Slick Willie carbine. I mean, this here model, you can fire it in a .22 long rifle, semi-automatic. This here particular one's a straight pull bolt action repeater, but the Slick Willie, Hillary Clinton Slick Willie carbine is a semi-automatic model. These are weapons anybody can build anywhere in the world. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to arm the whole effing world. All you Democrats, no, you fucked up. You kissed my ass. This thing here folds up, breaks down, put it in your purse. Got a pistol version of it. And I'm going to be talking about advanced weapons in my encyclopedia. And we're going to be covering everything from the killer drones, death squads that we're using right now in the federal government. We're going to be talking about the upcoming killer robots and various other adaptive weapons. We're going to be talking about the gun banners, and just like anything with advanced weapons and technology. I already got the first book, first rough draft, for $20 donation. You can get the first ebook. You can get all the files for this. I got this model here. It's got a Boeing NASA ISOGrid strengthening pattern on it, but I've got 3 different models with patterns on it. You got an improved butt stock for the semi-automatic. This piece here, look, I've reinforced the barrel and receiver unit, and the thing's all wired up for, you can put batteries, lasers, lights, and all kinds of stuff in this thing. These guns here, it's just the tip of the iceberg for adaptive 3D printed weapons that no one can ban. This is like the pushback to all the anti-gun people. Call them effing assault rifle grabbing socialists, or fags for short. But mostly they're, well, I consider them constitutional traitors in our own government. And this here's just a little thing for the Obama Ladens out there, Hillary Clintons. I got so many models, different variations of models of this particular AR-based monolithic 3D printed gun design. We're working on an international model that's totally, doesn't even use any gun parts, and you can even make polymer encapsulated smart munitions for it. All do-it-yourself. We're going to raise the bar to do-it-yourself weapons, where no one will be able to deny you your both constitutional and human rights, self-protection, and personal survival. You know, this bad boy, I've already fired like several hundred rounds of 5.56 and 300 blackout, but I fired like a couple of thousand rounds of .22 long rifle through this thing. But this is like the low-end model. It's got a few little issues, and it's got a few little particular peculiarities to it, but This here is just like the first variation. I got a whole generation of these that are much better than this bad boy right here. On the Hillary Clinton Slick Willie carbine, instead of having a spare magazine compartment here, I got what I call the Monica hole cigar storage compartment, humidor. Or you can put a little bitty computer up in there, you know, make this a smart gun, but it ain't gonna mess with your safety. The only safety you really need is this here and this here. You don't need the government trying to mess with your safety. Like, that's something like a dumbass would do. Like, well, we know who that is. So I'll go ahead and load this thing, pop off a few rounds. I'm going to show some other stuff here too, though. We're working on high-powered air rifle. This air rifle is more powerful than a 22 long rifle. It uses a 22 caliber AR-15 based subcal magazines that shoots a pellet the whole size as a 22 long rifle complete cartridge. This here's got a 4,500 psi tank, and I got another one that's got a using 3,000 psi, electronically fired. You can legally put a suppressor, fully automatic, select fire, burst fire. It's all electronically fired. So, I mean, this bad boy is, and I'm making it also so it folds up nice and compact. But this just like raises the bar to your 3D printed air rifles. Also in my book, I'm going to be offering up my own selection of reinforced lower receivers and different. This here's got the waffle pattern. Got one here that's got a fat solid pattern. These are much stronger than a lot of the 3D models you can find on the web right now. Like I said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're working on the 3D printed handguns. A lot of them are Glock based handguns. Some of them are they don't use the specialized ammunition. All you can make all yourself, because they're going after the ammunition and everything. And what we're doing, this is the big FU to all you Democrats or, you know, constitutional traitors, or fags for short. That's the acronym. And I'm also got a compact personal protection 3D printed handgun. All folds up. It's a smartphone shaped handgun that I'm calling the iPulse Homo sapiens gun, after you know what that last incident they had. But this is a little extra fun for the people that might need a personal protection gun when they try to get massacred wherever they are, instead of, you know, shot down like sheep and stuff. So if you're interested in 3D printed guns, right here it is. Push button guns, how to design and build 3D printed firearms for a world of bastards. $20 donation. Now I'm going to have some, we'll be talking about a lot of stuff in it. I'm going to have a huge amount of files to build a whole selection of weapons. And I'm going to have some videos. This here video is pretty rough. Trying to get this thing out for good old Independence Day and see what happens. But if you're interested, give me a donation. Basically what I'm doing is evolving these weapons into more advanced do-it-yourself weapons that are going to surpass current military spec and civilian weapons. Basically the gun banners, they're not going to stop. They're continue to destroy not just our Second Amendment rights, but the entire freaking Constitution of the United States. So this is the pushback. These weapons here, this old boy here, and they wanted 60 years old. These here, you can forget about all this stuff. We can just take this stuff, put it up, hang it up over the wall and over the fireplace with your Kentucky rifles and your flintlocks, because the new generation of weapons are going to surpass even all these here cartridge fired weapons. Basically what I'm doing is starting to, wouldn't call it a revolt, I'd call it a renaissance in weapons design. Basically we're going to I'm going to basically arm the entire freaking world make it to where people can protect themselves and make it toward personal protection, personal survivals of a daily way, a legal way of life. And all these gun bastards out there, you know, I got so many different models, like this blue thing right here. This is an AR-10 based, fully 3D printed, or not AR-10, excuse me, a MAC-10 based, 45 caliber, 3D printed assault pistol or machine pistol. And I'm going to put that file in there, but I didn't finish the trigger group on it. Basically what I want to do is inspire new designers, new weaponers, new do-it-yourselfers out there to start designing and take our do-it-yourself weapons beyond, you know, commercial or military spec weapons, and basically arm the entire world. You know, these are the weapons, these new weapons coming online. They'll be basically, or what's going to change the status quo, because the status quo has failed us and the world. So remember this.